On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Reframe.
To reinterpret, rephrase, or redefine an issue, situation, or question in a different way.
Examples:
Reframe resource allocation. Reframe problem. The therapist tried to reframe his negative thoughts.
Invention.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation, the act of inventing.
Examples:
The invention of new techniques. Common invention. Necessity is the mother of invention.
Memo.
A short written message or communication intended for internal use within an organization or company.
Examples:
A memo pad. Memo content. I received a memo from the CEO outlining the new company policies.
Hypertext.
A type of electronic text that links to other related information and allows nonlinear reading and navigation between different text sections, commonly used in the context of the World Wide Web.
Examples:
Hypertext document. Hypertext navigation. The Internet has hypertext links allowing users to navigate different web pages.
Innovation.
The creation of a new device or process resulting from study and experimentation.
Examples:
Innovation leader. Cutting-edge innovation. The vegetarian burger was an innovation that quickly spread to the United Kingdom.
Tire.
To become weary or fatigued, often due to physical or mental exertion. To cause someone to feel weary or fatigued. Noun, a rubber covering that is placed around the rim of a wheel, which provides traction and absorbs shock while driving.
Examples:
Tire my patience. Tire pressure. I need to tire out my dog with a long walk so that he will sleep through the night.
Rough.
Not quite exact or correct, having or caused by an irregular surface.
Examples:
Rough and tough. Rough estimation. The vehicle bounced along the rough mountain road.
HTML.
Abbreviation for Hypertext Markup Language, a coding language used for creating and structuring web pages on the Internet.
Examples:
HTML coding. HTML tag. He realized there was an error in the HTML syntax, causing the page layout to break.
Protocol.
A set of rules or procedures for transmitting data or conducting a process or activity, especially in computer networks or scientific experiments, the initial or original version of an agreement.
Examples:
Draft a protocol. Protocol breach. The company has a strict protocol for handling sensitive information to ensure security.
HTTP.
An abbreviation for Hypertext Transfer Protocol, a protocol used for transmitting and receiving information on the Internet, commonly used in website addresses.
Examples:
HTTP methods, HTTP server. You can access the website through the HTTP protocol.
Frustration.
The feeling of being upset or annoyed as a result of being unable to change or achieve something.
Examples:
Frustration level. Express frustration. He felt a deep frustration as he realized the project would not be completed on time.
Frustrate.
To hinder or prevent efforts, plans, or desires from doing, succeeding, or being fulfilled, to make someone feel upset or annoyed because they are unable to change or achieve something.
Examples:
Frustrate the advancement. Frustrate other team members. The coach explained a strategy to frustrate the opponent's schemes to the players.
Software.
A set of computer programs and associated documentation and data for doing particular computational jobs.
Examples:
Software architect. Copyrighted software. The company specializes in both hardware and software.
Engineer.
A person whose job is designing, building, or maintaining something such as machines, structures, or software.
Examples:
A civil engineer. Engineer shortage. The engineer will repair my telephone tomorrow morning.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
Lab.
A workplace for the conduct of scientific research, a laboratory.
Examples:
Lab instrument. Medical lab. The Prime Minister will pay a courtesy visit to the Nobel laureate's lab.
Documentation.
Written or printed material that provides information or evidence about something, the act or process of creating such material.
Examples:
Software documentation. Documentation requirements. Make sure you have all the necessary documentation before traveling abroad.
Diversity.
The quality or fact of many different types of things or people being included in something, a range of different things or people.
Examples:
The diversity policy of the university. Lingual diversity. He was impressed by the range and diversity of the collection.
Incompatible.
So different as to not be able to exist or work with another thing or person.
Examples:
incompatible personalities, incompatible colors. It is a religion incompatible with the Western country.
Unlock.
To open something, such as a door, window, etc., usually using a key.
Examples:
Unlock a door with a key. Unlock value. The customs officer required the traveler to unlock his suitcase.
Disk.
A flat, circular plate, typically made of metal, glass, or plastic, used for storing data or playing music.
Examples:
Disk drive. Disk space. The computer's hard disk was full, so she had to delete some files.
Virtual.
Being actually such in almost every respect, existing in essence or effect, though not an actual fact.
Examples:
A virtual image. Trading of virtual currencies. She is the virtual president of the company.
Vague.
Not clearly expressed or understood.
Examples:
Vague idea. Make a vague answer. The vague rumor turned out to be false.
Impressive.
Arousing admiration due to size, quality, or skill.
Examples:
Impressive performances. An impressive array of facts. The budget reduction was an impressive feat for our nation.
Virtually.
Almost completely.
Examples:
Virtually all countries. Virtually identical. Virtually all the parties signed the contract.
Leap.
To jump or spring into the air, often with the feet leaving the ground or a surface below, to move quickly or suddenly, often forward or upward.
Examples:
Leap to a conclusion. Leap of faith. The athlete was able to leap over the hurdle with ease.
Grassroots.
Of or relating to the ordinary people in a society or an organization as constituting a fundamental political and economic group.
Examples:
A grassroots movement for nuclear disarmament. The grassroots factor in making the decision. The feeling among the company's grassroots is that the CEO is not radical enough.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Spirit.
The part of a person which is the seat of their mind, feelings, and character rather than their physical body, the general atmosphere of a place or situation, and the effect that it has on people.
Examples:
Spirit and the letter of the law. An indomitable spirit. Despite their tragic loss, the family is showing great spirit.
Blast.
Explosion, or a strong current of air, usually caused by an explosion, a sudden, thunderous noise.
Examples:
A blast of wind. An icy blast. The blast shattered the laboratory equipment.
Origin.
The first existence or beginning of something.
Examples:
Origin of all humankind. A manuscript of uncertain origin. There are various hypotheses concerning the origin of life.
Initial.
Of or happening at the beginning, noun, the first letter of a word, especially a person's name.
Examples:
Initial velocity. An initial letter. They took the initial step toward reconciliation.
Presentation.
The act of formally introducing or displaying something to others. The manner in which something is presented or given visually, verbally, or otherwise.
Examples:
Presentation skills. Presentation slides. She gave a fantastic presentation at the conference and received a standing ovation.
Axis.
A real or imaginary straight line through a body or figure around which the object turns, a group of countries in special alliance.
Examples:
Vertical axis. A coordinate axis. The Earth's axis of rotation is tilted 66.5 degrees to the ecliptic plane.
Infant.
A baby or very young child.
Examples:
Infant daughter. Infant food. Mozart was an infant prodigy.
Mortality.
The quality or state of being subject to death.
Examples:
Mortality due to cancer. Lower infant mortality. This disease has a high mortality.
Animate.
To make something full of interest and energy.
Examples:
Animate the body. Animate his soul. The positive attitude of the supervisor animated the discussion.
Shatter.
To break suddenly into many pieces.
Examples:
Shatter the plate. Shatter a world record. Her husband's death shattered her life entirely.
Myth.
An ancient story or set of stories accepted as history, especially explaining the worldview of a people.
Examples:
The myth of an old religion. Perpetuate a myth. With the financial bubble bursting, the myth of economic growth in investment banking collapsed.
Economics.
The branch of social science that deals with the production, consumption, and transfer of goods and services.
Examples:
Welfare economics. Economics professor. His class will cover an introduction to agricultural economics.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Slide.
To move or cause to move smoothly along a surface without interruption.
Examples:
Slide a card across the table. Slide a glance. If necessary, you can slide the front seats forward.
Underground.
Under the surface of the ground, a secret group organized to achieve a specific purpose, such as overthrowing the government or occupying a force.
Examples:
Water flowing underground. Underground activist. Having underground parking has been very beneficial throughout the winter.
Boring.
Lacking interest or excitement, tedious or dull.
Examples:
Boring work. Boring day. The lecture was so boring that many people fell asleep.
Naturally.
As might be expected, by natural manners.
Examples:
Naturally arising. Naturally regenerated forest. He was naturally gifted.
Combine.
To join or merge to form a single thing or group.
Examples:
Combine chemically with another substance. Combine augmented reality. Hydrogen and oxygen combine to form water.
Forcibly.
Done by physical power or violence, against someone's will.
Examples:
Forcibly remove. Forcibly taken into a car. The police officer forcibly removed the protesters from the public park.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Conceptual.
Related to or founded on ideas, principles,
Examples:
conceptual art, new conceptual framework. He has absolutely no conceptual comprehension of maths.
Fetch.
To go and bring back something or someone, to retrieve or obtain something.
Examples:
Fetch the mail. Fetch a ball. Could you help me fetch the ball from the other side of the field?
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Relate.
To establish a connection or association between two or more things, to narrate or tell about an event, experience, or relationship, to empathize or feel sympathy with someone or something.
Examples:
Relate a story. Relate a message. He tried to relate his experience to the group, but they couldn't understand.
Population.
The total number of people in a country, region, or location.
Examples:
Population change. Labor population. In just 4 years, the population has doubled.
Browse.
To shop around in a leisurely and casual way, to look through a book, magazine, internet, etc., casually and randomly, without seeking anything in particular, of an animal, to feed on plants.
Examples:
Browse a website. Browse through the text. We browsed in a souvenir shop.
Entitle.
To give someone the right to have or do something, to give a title to someone or something.
Examples:
Entitle him to a pension. Entitle the company to use the logo. The employee was entitled to a week of vacation time.
Sprout.
To grow or develop new parts, typically leaves or shoots, from a plant, to emerge, develop, or arise gradually or suddenly. Noun, a young shoot or plant that emerges from a seed and starts to grow.
Examples:
Sprout seeds. Sprout wings. The flowers in the garden began to sprout after the first rain of the season.
Supple.
Flexible and easy to bend or move, gracefully agile, adaptable or responsive to change or new ideas.
Examples:
Supple muscles. Supple leather. The ballerina's supple movements left the audience mesmerized.
Analyze.
To think about in depth and evaluate to discover essential features or meaning.
Examples:
Analyze a chemical compound. Analyze your real motives. The teacher attempted to analyze the root cause of our mistake.
Meme.
A cultural idea, value, or pattern of behavior that is passed from one generation to another by imitation rather than genetic means, as an internet meme, an image, a video, a piece of text, etc., that is remixed, copied, and circulated in a shared cultural experience online.
Examples:
Pronounce meme. Religious meme. This cute dog's photo spread around the world as an internet meme.
Wikipedia.
An online encyclopedia that allows users to contribute and edit articles collaboratively, a vast and frequently updated repository of information on a wide range of topics.
Examples:
Wikipedia entry. Wikipedia article. Not all teachers accept citing Wikipedia as a valid source for academic papers.
Encyclopedia.
A comprehensive reference work containing articles on a wide range of subjects or numerous aspects of a particular field or discipline, usually arranged alphabetically or thematically.
Examples:
Encyclopedia entry. Online encyclopedia. Many bookshops no longer carry printed encyclopedias, but some libraries still hold on to their collections.
Extract.
A short passage taken from a book, piece of music, etc., a substance obtained from something through a specific process. Verb, to obtain from something or to remove something by effort or force.
Examples:
A brief extract from the book. Botanical extract. Anesthetize the gum before extracting the teeth.
Blob.
A small amount or drop of a thick liquid or sticky substance.
Examples:
A big blob of yellow. A blob of jelly. A blob of ink fell on the floor.
Represent.
To speak, act, or be present on behalf of another person or group, to form or constitute.
Examples:
Represent by a diagram. The characters that represent numbers. We elected him to represent us at the international conference.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Enterprise.
A business or company, a purposeful or industrious undertaking, especially one that requires effort.
Examples:
Undertake an enterprise. His business enterprise. A growing enterprise requires a bold leader.
Mention.
To speak or write about something or someone briefly.
Examples:
Mention name. Mention in a report. I mentioned to him that I had seen his sister at the grocery store earlier that day.
Accessible.
Capable of being reached, easily got, or seen.
Examples:
A town accessible by rail. Accessible to pity. He is an accessible and genial man.
Transparency.
The condition or quality of being easy to see through.
Examples:
Lack of transparency. Transparency during the trials. The main discussion topic is government transparency.
Depart.
To go away or leave, especially to start a journey.
Examples:
Arrive and depart on time. Depart from the faith. We departed before the temperature fell below zero.
Responsible.
Answerable or accountable for something within one's power, control, or management.
Examples:
Responsible action. Responsible for customer service. She's a responsible pet owner who ensures her dog gets enough exercise and a healthy diet.
Tempt.
To make someone want to do or have something, especially something that is unnecessary or wrong.
Examples:
Tempt young people. Tempt the taste buds. Though he was evil, he never tempted his friends into wrongdoing.
Database.
A large amount of data stored in a computer system in such a way that it can be searched and updated easily.
Examples:
Database administrator. Employee database. Each country's officials can access the central database.
Adulterated.
Made impure by adding extraneous, inferior, or fraudulent materials, debased.
Examples:
Adulterated food. Adulterated with toxic substances. The Food and Drug Administration warned consumers not to purchase adulterated medicine.
Excuse.
A reason or explanation, either true or invented, given to justify a fault or defend your behavior. Verb, to make someone free from blame or clear from guilt.
Examples:
Excuse for inaction. Perfect excuse. He quickly fabricated an excuse for not attending the meeting.
Taxpayer.
A person who pays taxes to the government.
Examples:
Taxpayer money. Delinquent taxpayer. As a taxpayer, he felt his money was wasted on unnecessary government projects.
Conscious.
Being aware of and able to respond to what is happening around you.
Examples:
Conscious effort. Conscious of having succeeded. He became conscious that he was being followed.
Cancer.
Abnormal growth of cells that can invade and destroy surrounding tissues and organs. A disease characterized by the uncontrolled growth and spread of abnormal cells.
Examples:
cancer diagnosis, cancer research. Breast cancer is the most common type of cancer in women.
Brain.
The organ inside the head that is responsible for one's movement, thought, memory, and feeling.
Examples:
basic brain function, permanent brain damage. X-rays revealed a small tumor in his brain.
Alzheimer.
A neurodegenerative disease that causes memory loss, cognitive decline, and behavioral issues, is the most common cause of dementia in older adults.
Examples:
Alzheimer's brain, Alzheimer's risk factors. My grandmother has Alzheimer's disease, requires special care and attention from her caregivers.
Economy.
The system by which a country or region produces, manages, and distributes goods and services, including the money and finances involved in these activities, of an airline, the lowest priced, most basic option for seating in commercial travel.
Examples:
economy of scale, economy class. The economy of the country is struggling due to the recent political instability.
Stable.
Firm and steady, not easily moved, disturbed, or changed.
Examples:
in stable condition, have a stable job. Relations between the two countries have been relatively stable due to the summit meeting.
Communicate.
To share or exchange information with others by speaking, writing, moving your body, or using other signals.
Examples:
communicate his anxieties to the psychiatrist. Communicate well with my advisor. Dolphins use sound to communicate with each other.
Discovery.
The act or process of finding information, a place, or an object, or learning about something that was previously not known.
Examples:
a scientific discovery. The great discovery of the century. Her research team made an important discovery.
Silo.
A tall, cylindrical structure, usually made of concrete or steel, that is used for storing grain, feed, or other dry materials, a system or structure that is isolated or separate from others.
Examples:
nuclear silo, silo organization. The farmer used a silo to store feed for the animals.
Genome.
The complete set or sequence of genes of a human, animal, plant, or other living things.
Examples:
sequencing of the human genome. Genome analyses. The human genome contains approximately 3 billion chemical base pairs.
Protein.
A molecule made up of a long chain of amino acids, which is essential for the structure and function of the body's tissues.
Examples:
stress protein, protein synthesis. The body needs a certain amount of protein to build and repair tissues.
Stick.
To put something, usually a sharp object, into something. Noun, a thin piece of wood or other material.
Examples:
stick a key in a lock. Fire stick. You stick a bill in the change machine, and the coins pop out.
Probable.
Likely to happen or likely to be true.
Examples:
probable outcome. Probable cause of a fire. It seems probable that he has forgotten our scheduled meeting.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Transduce.
To convert one form of energy, signal, or information into another, typically within a biological or electronic system of genetics, to move genetic material, equals part of the DNA in cells, from one bacterium to another by a virus, specifically a bacteriophage.
Examples:
transduce genes. Transduce energy. The transducer is responsible for converting the electrical signals into sound.
Pyramid.
A polyhedron having a polygonal base and triangular sides with a common vertex. A massive monument with a square base and 4 triangular sides. Begun by Cheops around 2700 BC as royal tombs in ancient Egypt.
Examples:
pyramid architecture. A truncated pyramid. The Egyptian pyramids consist of a vast number of blocks.
Neuron.
A cell that is specialized to carry information within the brain and between the brain and other parts of the body.
Examples:
excite the neurons. Neuron cell body. Our body transfers information along each neuron using an electrical impulse.
Mouthful.
A quantity of food or drink that fills or can be taken into the mouth at one time. A word or phrase that is lengthy or difficult to pronounce.
Examples:
mouthful of food. Biggest mouthful. Every mouthful of air in the mountainous region felt fresh and invigorating.
Quest.
A long or challenging search for something.
Examples:
the quest for truth. On a quest for happiness. That adventurer traveled in quest of buried treasure.
Discipline.
The practice of training people to obey rules or a code of behavior, using and punishments if these are broken, a region of activity, knowledge, or influence.
Examples:
break discipline. Rigid discipline. He quickly learned the military discipline.
Stymie.
To obstruct, hinder, or prevent something from succeeding or happening. To present an obstacle or impediment to progress or achievement.
Examples:
Stymie progress. Stymie plans. The new regulations will stymie the growth of small businesses in the area.
Tackle.
To try to deal with a complex problem or situation.
Examples:
Tackle the issue. Help tackle climate change. The government is determined to tackle sharp inflation.
Institute.
An organization that has a specific purpose, particularly one dealing with science, education, or a particular profession. Verb, to initiate, introduce, or establish something.
Examples:
Institute a lawsuit. Research institutes. This region has many institutes offering higher education.
Photograph.
A picture or image that is produced by a camera, a visual representation or record of a person, object, or scene that has been captured electronically or on film.
Examples:
Photograph album. Photograph memories. I found an old photograph of my grandparents from their wedding day.
Depict.
To illustrate someone or something in a photograph.
Examples:
Depict a scene. Depict a feeling of isolation. His son had accurately depicted the bloom.
Repurpose.
To use something again for a different purpose than it was originally intended.
Examples:
Repurpose an old building. Repurpose a used car. The old barn was repurposed into a modern event space.
Economical.
Providing a satisfactory return on the money, time, or effort, not using more money, fuel, etc. than necessary.
Examples:
Economical use of her time. An economical meal. It is more economical to wash your plastic bottle and reuse it.
Tremendous.
Very great in degree or extent or amount or impact, extremely good.
Examples:
Tremendous amount. Tremendous popularity. We had a tremendous time yesterday.
Inter.
To bury or place a dead body in a tomb or grave, to temporarily detain or imprison someone. Prefix, between or among.
Examples:
Inter a dead body. Interdisciplinary. The funeral director explained the process of how they inter remains after cremation.
Zoom.
To move along very quickly. Noun, the act of rising upward into the air.
Examples.
Zoom in on a photo. Zoom lens. He zoomed back in time to the soccer game.
Terrace.
Commonly paved outdoor space next to a house, a row of homes that were all constructed in the same design and shared dividing walls.
Examples.
Private terrace. Rooftop terrace. Heavy rain soaked a significant part of the terrace.
Edit.
To prepare written material for publication by correcting, condensing, or otherwise modifying it.
Examples.
Edit a history book. Edit a video. I need to edit this document before submitting it to my boss.
Incredible.
Unbelievable, extremely large.
Examples.
Incredible amount. At incredible speed. Her response revealed incredible idiocy.
Aspect.
One part or feature of a situation, problem, subject, etc.
Examples.
Non-technical aspects of the job. Aspects of social, political, and economic life. His professional experience includes all aspects of media production.
Immediate.
Happening or done without delay or occurring shortly after something else.
Examples.
Take immediate effect. The immediate past. Both forts were subject to immediate attacks.
Invest.
To put money, effort, time, etc. into something to make a profit or achieve a result.
Examples.
Invest in stocks. Invest capital. The government should view children as national assets and actively invest in them.